Hey, what's up guys? My name's Nikki, and today we got some Pokemon gameplay. Although I usually post Call of Duty or Battlefield content on my channel, today I decided to mix things up because I'm a pretty avid Pokemon trainer, or at least I used to be. I don't have much experience with the 5th generation, so I decided to hop back into it using Pokemon Online. And what you're seeing on the screen right now are the Pokemon I decided to use in this battle. This is a Sun team I put together, and my first Pokemon is Ninetales. Pretty much just goes in, puts out the sunlight, which can't be taken out unless there is some other weather change. This is a permanent sunlight, so that's pretty good. Next up, we have Volcarona, which is my special sweeper with the dance move that increases special attack, special defense, and speed, along with Flamethrower, which gains a stab bonus and a bonus from Sunny Day, Bug Buzz, and Hidden Power Ice, so that covers many different types. Next up, we have Venusaur. Venusaur is the only other Pokemon that knows Sunny Day, just in case Ninetales, for some reason, goes down and I can't get the other sun out. So we got Venusaur for that with Sludge Bomb and Solar Beam. Solar Beam, obviously, takes one turn in Sunny Day. Next up, Cresselia is a tank. Obviously, that's pretty much all Cresselia is used for. And Moonlight restores more health than it usually would had Sunlight not been there. Fortress is pretty much just a rapid spinner because Volcarona in particular takes massive damage from Stealth Rock, so Fortress is a must-have on this team. And Swampert is my physical sweeper. I put Quick Claw on my Swampert just because I was feeling lucky. I know chance items aren't really too popular in competitive Pokemon, but I decided to put it in there anyway, and Swampert's just there to be a physical sweeper. So, I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lead with Ninetales, and my opponent's going to lead with Infernape. Obviously, they're not going to use a fire move on a Ninetales, so I predicted the fighting move, and I was correct. I switch out to my Cresselia to tank the fighting move, and works out pretty well. And I decided to use Toxic because I knew that they would predict my Psychic move, so I would use Toxic on just whatever switched out, or if he kept his Infernape in. And unfortunately, Tyranitar knows Sandstream, so this pretty much messes up my team. I'm going to need to get Ninetales or Venusaur back out to use a Sunny Day, but for right now I'm going to use Cresselia to protect and stall out the Tyranitar, just do a little bit of damage, and although the Sandstorm is damaging my Cresselia, I put leftovers on it, so that's going to cancel out. Going to switch out to my Swampert. Like I mentioned earlier, Swampert is my physical sweeper, and this thing can take out annoyances like Tyranitar, Politoed, anything that really changes weather, and Heatran is also another annoyance to my team because it's fire, and obviously Venusaur can't do anything about it, Fortress can't do anything about it, so Swampert's there to take out Heatrans. But my opponent doesn't have a Heatran in this game. He's going to switch into Quagsire, and Quagsire is not very easy to take out. So I decide to use Stealth Rock, and I decide to Roar that Pokemon out. Now, this isn't the same team that I have currently. I have changed this team a little bit, and I decided to take Roar off my Swampert, although you can keep it, whether or not you want to keep it, up to you, personal choice. And Gliscor comes out. My Earthquake has no effect on it, and I totally did not expect a Gliscor. So Gliscor is at least poison. I'm going to switch into Volcarona, which has a nice ice move, but they're going to switch into Rampardos, and I'm going to go use Hidden Power Ice anyway. It's going to do a little bit of damage on Rampardos, but not too much. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back into my Venusaur, but my opponent's Rampardos knows Head Smash, which does a ton of damage, and I didn't really expect that. I was going to use Venusaur to get some sun back out in the game so I could use Volcarona more or anything else so my team could benefit from the sun. I'm going to switch back into Ninetales, and he's going to take out my Ninetales, so that's 2 Pokemon down. Luckily I got my sun back in, but I'm going to go ahead and switch back into Volcarona, and he's going to switch back into Tyranitar. I saw that coming, kind of. So unfortunately I don't have the sun anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and use Bug Buzz to get rid of that Tyranitar because it's part dark, and I've anticipated Tyranitar's coming back in, so Bug Buzz was a pretty good move to put on. Gliscor is going to come on out, use Hidden Power Ice. I don't think he knew that the Hidden Power I had was Ice, so I'm going to take down that Gliscor with some ease. And my opponent's going to switch back into Quagsire, a tank. And Quagsires aren't too easy to take down with one hit, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Dance move, boost a ton of my stats. And I'm going to tank an Earthquake, luckily. That didn't do too much damage. And my Volcarona is going to use Bug Buzz to try to get rid of the Quagsire. Almost got it, and although I got a lucky special defense reduction, which doesn't do too much, I'm going to get hit by the Sandstorm, but luckily, since I put leftovers on a Volcarona, I expected Sandstorm or Hail from some people, so leftovers was a pretty good choice to put on this Pokemon. Anyway, my opponent's going to switch back into Infernape, and I'm going to try to hit it with, I don't know what I tried to hit it with, but Match Punch is going to take out my Volcarona. I was going to try to do a little damage on it, but unfortunately that didn't do anything. Going to switch into Cresselia, and my opponent's going to switch into Nidoking. Didn't really see that coming, but I was going to use Psychic anyway. Psychic would have been good against both Pokemon, and I almost take out that Nidoking. I actually expected it to go down. I didn't know those things were that bulky. Gonna take a Fire Blast. Cresselia is pretty good at withstanding those strong special moves. I'm gonna finish off that Nidoking. Now it's really coming down to the wire here, and this is probably one of the closest Pokemon battles I've ever had. My opponent's going to switch back into Infernape, and I didn't expect him to be able to take down my Cresselia, but he does. So I'm going to switch into my last Pokemon, Fortress, which is a Steel Bug Pokemon. And as you may know, that's not very good against Fire types, but I'm going to hold on with the Sturdy ability, and they're going to take some recoil, and then Infernape's down. So I barely win this Pokemon battle 1-0 with 1% health left. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.